I, 34F, have been married to my husband, Tom, 36M, for 8 years. We met at a mutual friend's party, bonded over our love for hiking and bad sci-fi movies, and built what I thought was a rock-solid life. No kids yet. We've been focusing on careers. I'm a marketing consultant, he's in finance. We've always shared everything, bank accounts, dreams, even passwords. Or so I believed. Tom travels a lot for work, but he's always checked in, sent sweet texts, and we've never had major trust issues. Until last week. It started innocently enough. I was reviewing our joint savings account for a down payment on a house. We've been saving aggressively for 2 years, aiming for $100,000. But the balance was off by $15,000. Weird transfers labeled as business expenses, going to an unfamiliar account. I dug deeper, logged into his email, which he knows I have access to, and found receipts, luxury spa days, high-end jewelry, even a vacation rental in the Maldives. All paid to a woman named Laura, 32F, his ex from college. They dated for 3 years before we met, but he swore it ended amicably, and they lost touch. My heart raced. Was he cheating? I confronted him that night over dinner. He denied everything at first, saying it was old reimbursements from a shared trip years ago. But his face turned red, and he couldn't look me in the eye. I didn't buy it. So, I froze all our accounts through the bank app, Joint Access, remember? And told him no more money moves until he comes clean. He stormed out, calling me paranoid. That was 4 days ago. Now he's sleeping on the couch, begging to talk. But I'm done playing nice. Reddit, am I overreacting? Is this affair territory? Or something else? Advice on how to proceed without blowing up our marriage, if it's even salvageable. Update 1. Thanks for the flood of support on my original post. You all said to demand proof and consider a lawyer. Spot on. Yesterday, after 2 days of tense silence, Tom broke. He sat me down, tears streaming, and spilled it all. No, not an affair, thank God, but something almost as bad. Laura has a chronic illness, lupus, apparently, and has been struggling financially since her divorce 5 years ago. Tom felt guilty because he broke her heart when they split. He cheated on her with someone else back then, a detail he conveniently left out of our history. So, for the past 3 years, he's been secretly sending her money, our money, to cover her treatments, rent, and yes, those lavish extras to cheer her up. He showed me texts, her begging for help, him promising, just this once, but it escalated. Over $40,000 total, not $15,000 like I thought. He hid it by faking business expenses and dipping into his bonuses. Why not tell me? You'd think I was still in love with her, he sobbed. I was trying to be a good person. Bull. I felt betrayed. This is our future. He's gambling away. I kicked him out to my brother's place and called a financial advisor. But then Laura texted me. He gave her my number. Please don't hate him. He's all I have. Now I'm questioning everything. Do I involve a therapist? Divorce? Help. Update 2. Reddit. Your advice to hire a private investigator was a game changer. I did it discreetly, and the report came back today. Holy crap. Turns out Laura's illness is real, but the money wasn't just for meds. She's been living it up. Designer clothes, trips with friends, even investing in a side hustle, some MLM scheme. Tom knew. He was in on it. Emails show him advising her on hiding the fun stuff, so I wouldn't suspect. Worse? They met up multiple times, support meetings that included dinners and hotel stays. Platonic? Debatable. PI photos show hugs that linger too long. But the real shocker, Laura isn't just an ex. She's the mother of Tom's secret child. A DNA test from 2 years ago confirms it. A boy, now 7, conceived during a reunion hookup, right before Tom and I got serious. Tom panicked, paid her to keep quiet, and has been funding their life ever since. He claims he didn't know how to tell me and that the kid isn't part of our world. Excuse me? I confronted him over the phone. He admitted it all, begging for forgiveness and promising to cut ties. But Laura's threatening to sue for child support if he does. I'm lawyered up now, freezing assets for real. My family's furious. His parents are defending him, saying family comes first. Whose family? Not mine. This is spiraling. Do I expose this publicly or handle it quietly? Update 3. Things hit a boiling point last night. I invited Tom over for a talk, but secretly had my lawyer and a friend there as witnesses. He walked in, saw them, and lost it, yelling that I'm ruining his life over a mistake. I laid out the PI evidence, the child, the hidden meetings, the misused funds. He broke down again, admitting the boy, named Ethan, knows him as Uncle Tom, to keep the secret. Laura showed up uninvited. Tom tipped her off, banging on the door, screaming that I have no right to interfere. It turned chaotic, shouting, accusations flying. Laura claimed Tom promised to leave me for her years ago. Tom denied it, but texts proved otherwise. My friend called the police to de-escalate. They arrived, took statements, and warned everyone to stay apart. Tom left in tears. Laura stormed off, threatening a custody battle. Now I'm filing for divorce, irreconcilable differences, plus financial infidelity. My lawyer says I can sue for the siphon money as marital fraud. Tom's job is at risk if this goes public. Finance ethics violation. I feel empowered but exhausted. Reddit. Was calling the cops overkill? How do I navigate co-owning assets during this mess? Update 4. It's been 2 months since the blowout and the legal circus is in full swing. Divorce proceedings started. Tom's fighting for half the savings, ironically, the ones he depleted. But the real drama? The paternity and child support hearing. Laura sued Tom for back support, dragging me into it as a witness. In court, a bombshell dropped. Ethan isn't Tom's biological son after all. A new DNA test, demanded by the judge, showed the real father is Laura's ex-husband, who she cheated on with Tom. Tom was played. He funded a kid that wasn't his for years, believing her lies. Tom was devastated, collapsing in court. Laura admitted she suspected, but kept it from him to secure the money. The judge ripped into her for fraud. She's facing charges now. Tom turned to me, apologizing profusely, begging to reconcile. But I stood firm. Trust is shattered. The divorce was granted quickly. I got most assets, plus reimbursement for the stolen funds. Tom's broke, living with his parents, and starting therapy. Me? I'm selling the house we planned, moving to a new city for a fresh start. Bittersweet victory. I dodged a bullet, but 8 years down the drain. Therapy is helping me process. Dating is off the table for now. Thanks, Reddit, for the push to uncover the truth. Update 5. Half a year free, and life's a mixed bag. I relocated to the coast, landed a promotion with remote work perks, and adopted a dog. Freedom feels good. Made new friends, even dipped into hobbies like painting. Financially secure, emotionally healing through weekly therapy. Tom's faded into the background. Last I heard, he's single, working a low-key job, and finally met Ethan as a family friend, now that the truth's out. Laura? Convicted of fraud, probation, and restitution. She's struggling, but that's not my circus. The haunting part? 2 weeks ago, Tom emailed from a new address. I miss us. I've changed therapy, no more secrets. Can we talk? Attached was a photo of him hiking our old trail, looking remorseful. I didn't respond, but it stirred old feelings, anger, mostly, but a twinge of what if. Blocked him. But doubts creep in. Was it all bad? No, but the betrayal overshadows. My therapist says it's normal. I'm focusing on self-growth. Dated once. Nice guy, but ended it too soon. Ending's not happily ever after, but okay. Independent, wiser, open to possibilities. If you're in a life-filled relationship, get out early. Reddit, your wisdom saved me. Final update, onward. Update 6. 1 year later. Can't believe it's been a year since the discovery. Thought update 5 was it, but life surprised me. I've thrived. New job as a senior consultant, traveled solo to Europe, even started a blog about financial red flags and relationships. It's gaining traction. Dog's my best bud, and I've got a tight circle of friends. The twist? Tom reached out again, this time through mutuals, asking for coffee as friends. Against better judgment, I agreed, neutral spot, no expectations. He looked different, humbled, fit from hiking therapy. Apologized sincerely, no excuses, admitted his ego and guilt complex ruined us. Shared he's dating someone new, slowly, and wishes me well. No reconciliation, please. Just closure. It was cathartic. I forgave for my sake, not his. We parted amicably, no contact since. Laura? She's turned her life around somewhat, working steadily, co-parenting with her ex Ethan's doing well, oblivious to the drama. Me? Met someone amazing at a work conference, early days but honest and fun. Endings positive but realistic. Scars remain, but they've made me stronger. Not every story ties up neatly. Mine's a reminder that growth comes from pain. Thanks eternally, Reddit. This is truly the end. Peace and prosperity to all.